So we will start by saying that although when people mention the term open contact, they tend to think of extraterrestrials, other physical, humanoid or human-like beings that have come from other planets and other star systems. We will challenge that notion. We will challenge that concept and say that open contact is the opening of humanity to other vibrational states that then allow them to interact more consciously and in a more physical, solid form with an array of other beings that operate within other dimensions. When you take that definition, us and other of our dimensions are included in the concept of open contact. And what humanity, if we just bunch you all up together, will discover more and more that it is the same principle for other human and human-like beings, others that were not a part of the accepted human race thus far. The understanding will grow into the realization that many of them, many of us, are already here on the planet. Now, humans find it more easily to wrap their mind around fairies were always here, but now we're beginning to see them. And a little harder to accept, aliens were always here, but now we're beginning to see them. However, it is the same. We're all just inhabiting a slightly higher octave, higher frequency than the ones you were used to operating in. But as you continued growing and expanding in your awareness and growing and elevating your frequency, you have reached the threshold that what before were spirit, now to you is semi-physical. So you may say that you went half an octave up, although it's not really a thing. We're trying to put it into terms that humans can grapple with. So now much more contact is available to you. Now, notice that we mentioned available rather than present because the personal invitation and openness is a critical factor here. That, of course, naturally will reduce the shock to the system of those who are not ready. Although this mechanism is not a protection mechanism, it's just the law of resonance and coherence. Those who are not in coherence with the greater reality of open contact are just not there yet, and as a result will not yet experience open contact. They will hear about others that are having physical experiences. More and more and more in the next few months. There is something happening in 3 to 4 months in your timeline. How exciting is this for you? It is very, very near. And more people will hear about other people, other individuals having this type of communication and this type of contact. People may react in one of two ways, two main ways to hearing stories and experiences of others. Some will be intrigued. Some will react with a desire to experience it for themselves. Even some of those that did not believe it was possible, even some of those that thought these were mere stories, will begin to realize that too many people, and people that they know, and people that they trust, are having these wild stories. And they will become curious, they will become open to the idea that it is real, and will have to start dealing with the fears that prevented them from being open until now. Some other people will hear about these wild stories of contact and will choose to poo-poo them. Will choose to say, this is impossible. Too many people are being brainwashed. I will not be a part of it. Those are the people that will protect themselves from having a shock to the system by moving away from that reality, essentially, for now, temporarily, creating their own bubble of ignorance and isolation. So you can see that as a cocoon that allows them to mature on their own terms and on their own time until they are ready to begin breaking down these walls.